I always get this kind of messed up, don't I? We live? Oh yeah, we are. Hey y'all. God, I hope I didn't. Hi, how y'all doing? Back to my channel, Game of Thrones Oracle Insight. I am reading for Pisces in Venus, Sun, and Uranus. It could be a moon sign too, because you know Pisces moon, the illusion, the moon card. Moon sign is usually in Pisces, but you know, Venus is in retrograde, I believe, still. So I could be just pulling a lot of Venus energy, a lot of love, a lot of organization, a lot of thinking, a lot of emotions, okay? Venus is the card associated with the goddess of love, fertility, beauty. It's all about what you value, such as money, possessions, and your ideas. Relationships, partnerships. So this could be dealing with love. I feel like this might end up being a love reading. Okay. And then the Sun card is the truth. It's like, you know, getting down to the bottom of things, or to the getting clarity as well. It's associated with your birthday. So if you are like a Pisces sun, I'm a Pisces sun, so it's funny how I pulled that. The day you came into being, and represents the need to express your sense of self. Other issues involve variations of this, such as self-image, self-esteem, individuality, identity, personal creativity. It's kind of basically setting yourself apart from everyone else. And paternal figures like your parents, your father. So you could be having some situations with that. Just check, we'll see where you're, everyone should know that their sun sign, of course, but, and then Uranus, oh, that Uranus energy, oh my goodness gracious, that is with the sky god, and it brings up some powerful human needs, such as desire for freedom, individuality, as well as push towards the bigger vision, seeing the bigger picture, humanitarianism, big thoughts, big insight, and big changes, okay? So I feel like some major arcana, some tower moments, and major arcana is definitely going to be channeled in this reading. Okay, so since we're dealing with Venus, I'm going to go ahead and pull this Venus deck out. And I have my rose quartz, attracting love to my deck. Okay. And thank you so much for joining me and tuning in. And I appreciate you guys, everyone, gals and guys. Usually when I do readings, I have more of a male clientele. It's really funny. And I'm very happy about it, though. I'm honored to have anyone that needs assistance. And I don't really have, like, I'm not, like, booked up all the time. And I don't have time for that. I just channel when I can channel, because it is exhausting sometimes, you know, not channeling other people's energy. So I just came back from a 2-week rest. And I haven't done any readings or anything, even readings for myself lately, okay? So as above, so below. Let's get this popping. Let's see what this Venus energy, why we got this Venus. What is our Pisces, our water? Ooh, okay, retreat. Look at that. So retreat kind of went sideways. So I feel like you're either going into retreat or coming out of retreat with the retreat card, and it's time to disconnect from the world. This could mean that there's certain things that you need to disconnect from. Maybe not a complete disconnection, but maybe there's some things that you need to retreat from. Maybe you and your loved one, or maybe just you need to do some retreat. And like I just said, I'm just now coming out of retreat mode. So I'm probably only going to read for children. Your love life is being affected by children. Okay, so maybe you or someone else has children. Maybe it's some children you may not know about, because, you know, when we deal with the Pisces, we're dealing with things that are not, they're in plain sight, but you just don't know about them, or you have intuitions about things. So also the Pisces is the 12th card on here, and yesterday was the 12th, today's the 13th. So this could be a current situation, or situation that you've been dealing with in the past. Okay, because, you know, energy is fluid, time is just an illusion. So I'm just kind of filling out my energy. Plus the Pisces is the 12 card, and then the Sun card is the 13. Okay, so I kind of feel like these might be some things that you are going through, or about to go through, or been through. Okay, either way. If it works, it works, okay? So I feel like, because I read with Venus and the love and the fertility, and, you know, Venus is about fertility, and then that children's card pulled. Maybe you're wanting to have children as well. And maybe someone else already has children. Maybe there's some pets involved, and, you know, maybe the pets are kind of becoming an issue with the children, or maybe someone has pets and they don't mesh well with the children. So I'm kind of feeling like that could be the situation. I feel like, again, too, needing to disconnect, okay? Maybe you've been spending a lot of time with someone. Maybe you need to take a step back and retreat and make sure you don't lose yourself in this relationship as well, because a lot of people get in relationships with people and then it's like, who am I? You know, you don't want to lose who you are, especially as Pisces, because Pisces is a mutable sign, and when you're mutable, you can subject to change, and then, you know, if things don't go right, or things aren't in your favor or something, then you're like, whoa, who am I? Where did I go? You know, I got swallowed up by a fish, and now I don't even remember who I was before I got into this relationship. So always make sure you never forget who you are and why you are who you are. Okay, so this is kind of what I'm getting. I'm gonna pull one more card for the Venus. Ooh, that just jumped. Getting to know each other. Okay, so with the children, make sure before you fall, head into heels, because, you know, Venus is about love, but when Venus is in retrograde, it's kind of like, okay, you might feel in love, but let's kind of use our logical side a little bit more than just our emotional side. So I feel like as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens, okay? So make sure you're asking a lot of questions about people, because children is a factor. Make sure you know how many children they got. Make sure they're not going to just pop up and be like, oh, yeah, so, you know, the way my bank account is set up, you know, kind of thing. I'm just saying. So make sure you're getting to know each other, okay? Don't rush things, okay? Venus isn't like a slow-moving energy, but it's not a fast-moving energy either. It's a gradual love. Love is in the air. You breathe it in. You breathe it out, okay? So you don't get to hold on to things. The only thing you get to hold on to is yourself, okay? So you don't own anybody, okay? And make sure there's no third-party situations going on either. Maybe make sure before you fall all head into heels and start thinking about marriage and being with this person forever, make sure this person ain't courting two people, okay? Because I kind of feel like there could be a third-party situation, or maybe you're in a third-party situation and you're just denying it to someone, okay? Or maybe someone has some baby mamas and they're not telling you about it, or some baby fathers, or maybe they're connected to their baby father still, or their baby mama still, and they're just not telling you about it, okay? So make sure you're asking all the right questions, because the last thing you want to do is fall head over heels for somebody, and then it's like, skirt, wait a minute, like, why didn't you tell me this from jump? Like, why didn't you tell me this in the beginning? You know, I know somebody that got with somebody and then ended up at a club and found out that was a baby mom, and she didn't know about it, and then found out later that this person had a couple more kids that they weren't taking care of. So I just kind of feel like, make sure you know everything before you give up everything too. You know, make sure it's a give and take. There's a balance, okay? And now I'm going to go ahead and see if I can clarify retreat, getting to know, and children. Oh, goodness gracious, okay? So I got the 9 of Swords in reverse. So you could have been losing sleep over the situation, and the Emperor's emotions, having control of the emotions, and the Emperor is a huge major arcana. So it's like making sure you have all the facts, and then there's a balance between your emotional and your logical side, okay? The Emperor don't play, okay? So sometimes y'all need to take on that Emperor energy and make sure that you're not getting played, and that you are not just getting overly obsessed or involved with someone too soon, okay? Well, that card fell, but let's see what, card flipped. Oh, shucks. This is telling me a story today. All right. Oh, the 8 of Cups in there. Oh, wish fulfilled. But there's an illusion, because there's a heart. There's the moon card in there too, okay? So it could be dealing with a water sign. Eight of Cups is you making a wish and having it fulfilled. I'm going to pull these cards. I've got the Ten of Swords. So, yeah, the death of something. The Magician is manifesting what you want. And then you got the Two of Wands. And that's contemplating a situation, some intention, before moving forward, okay? So, yeah, again, getting to know each other. The Magician is a balance of the air, the fire, the water, and the earth, okay? As above, so below. And then with that Ten of Swords energy, something has happened, a death has happened. Like maybe in the past you've been burnt so many times, you don't trust anyone. But this is a birth of something new coming your way. The Magician is, again, with the Eight of Cups, wish fulfilled. Okay, and it could be dealing with water, and it's a love energy. And the Two of Wands is, I feel like with this Two of Wands, you could be contemplating between two people. So I kind of feel like there is either two children or two people, two lovers involved in the situation, because every one of these cards have at least two people in it. So I feel like with this Two of Wands energy, you could be dealing with a fire sign and a water sign, okay? Or you could be the water sign and they could be the fire sign, okay? Pisceans that have Venus and Sun in their chart. Yeah, so I might have to jump back onto that here in a minute, okay? But let's work on this Sun energy. So with the Sun, I think I want to pull from this Spirit Messages deck just to kind of see about the Sun energy. Sun is a new beginning of things. You know, the Sun card is like the most beautiful card in the tarot deck, but this is an oracle deck, so I just kind of want to get a message about this Sun energy. And today, since it's the 13th and this is a daily reading deck, I just kind of feel compelled to do it like that, okay? So let me see, what can we get for the Pisces and the Pisces Sun energy, okay? Thank you so much for the message. Trying to get my deck to, let's see what we got here. What do we got for Sun and Pisces? Sun, Pisces, Sun. Oh, shoot. Okay, we got stuff flying all over the place. Okay, we got these two cards. We've got forgiveness. We've got relationships. Oh, shoot. And then we've got soul power. Okay, so someone is needing to do some forgiveness, okay? Going deep into your soul, forgiving something, and it could be dealing with a relationship, okay? In order to the death of certain things into the start of new, there needs to just be some forgiveness, and you need to be able to anchor up into a higher vibration, I feel like. So if you're not forgiving people, I feel like you're being anchored into the third dimension still, and you're not being able to elevate and accelerate any type of gifts and blessings that might be coming your way. You might be holding yourself up. I feel like this is a lot of internal feelings. You know, the Sun card is not the illusions of other people, but what's inside. It could be what's holding you back. And I do see relationships with children here involved, okay? So it could be going back to this Venus energy with the children. So I feel like this is kind of a love interest that's in your way or in your path. Maybe you want to have children with this person. Maybe you need to have forgiveness, because there's a lot of, like, there's two people again. So I feel like the children is strong, and third party situations is really strong right now, okay? A lot of people, it's cuffing season right now. Maybe you haven't decided who you want to be with, but you can't be breaking hearts, you know, because your heart will get broken too, you know, and you've been there before, okay? You've been there before. You've had your heart broken before, so don't do that to other people, okay? And being honest, because that Sun energy is the truth. It's like clarity. It's things being revealed, okay? So it says, always remember you're a soul that comes with a body, and not a body that comes with a soul, okay? So your soul is your true essence, and you have an unlimited supply of soul power at your command whenever you need it. And then the forgiveness says, holding on to resentment and anger is preventing or even suffocating your spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness is in its own right is equally incredibly powerful, and it has a capacity to heal and transform. So I feel like you need to transform, and it's dealing with the relationship. And since this is also the paternal card, it could be dealing with a father figure, an uncle, a cousin, a boyfriend, a brother. There's something in the past that you're not letting go of, okay? Because you have that sun energy there. All right, and that sun, that fire, could be dealing with the fire sign. I feel like you need to have a death. You need to have a funeral to something. You need to like let something go. Like go in your backyard, burn something, have a funeral, bury it, something, create something new. Okay, and let go and stop being anchored into this third dimension. Staying anchored in. Okay, and it could be dealing with your home situation too, because that 13 equals 4. So it could be dealing with like a place or a location or something. Okay, so with this Uranus energy, which should I read for Uranus? What did I say I was going to read for Uranus? I'm kind of just freestyling it today. The needs, freedom, individuality. So with that being said, I feel like I'm going to read, what deck do we want to use for the individuality? I think I want to read out of my good tarot deck. I haven't used this one in a while, okay? And this is a very unique deck, so I feel like I'm just being compelled to read from this one for Uranus, okay? So, and this is the good tarot. Yes, we love us some good tarots, okay? And then I might go back and clarify these other cards with the sun energy here. Okay, so this deck is actually really super large. It's hard to just like, you know, do this with. So I'm going to go ahead and just tell Spirit I want to just take 3 cards. I'm going to pull 3 cards, 3 energies, 3 messages, 3 warnings, whatever we need to hear and know today, okay? All right, so, we're going to go with 3. Let's go like this, okay? All right, so let's pick those 3. And we've got the 3 of fire in reverse. We've got call, okay? And then we've got the 8 of air in reverse, okay? So I'll decide if I want to read those in reverse or not. But Uranus is that energy of individuality, and I feel like you just need to make that call. Make a call to yourself. Make a call to the universe. You need to speak to the universe and tell them who you are, what you want. Or maybe you need to be more connected, because calling is making a connection to something or someone, okay? And it could be to yourself, and it could be to other people, okay? So, also, you have the 8 of air energy. So, it could be dealing with the air sign. You got fire sign as well. And I haven't read from this deck in a while, so I'm going to go ahead and refer to my book a little bit just to kind of give me a little guidance. I never want to lead people the wrong way. So, if I offend somebody for doing this, just don't let it resonate then. But so the 3 of air card, and actually, you know what? I don't read these in reverse, but now that I said that, okay. So expansion, opportunities, fullness of creativity, and achievement. So this could mean that you need to use your creative side a little bit more with this 3 of fire. You know, your artistic side. Maybe you're into music. Maybe you're into art. Maybe you're into acting. Your right brain. Okay, I feel like you need to use your right brain with this card a little bit more. And it says, I am on the right path towards my success. Right brain. Okay. And it says, I have the abundance of opportunities before me. I need to trust myself, for I make good choices for myself and co-create situations and relationships that are in harmony with my heart's desire. Okay. So again, this kind of goes back to the Venus situation where, yeah, you can co-create with someone, but you need to let go of some hurt, some past situations, so that you're not repeating those. It's not saying to forget, it's just saying to forgive. Okay? A lot of people feel like they can't forgive because they feel like they have to forget Okay? But you're not supposed to forget. You're just supposed to forgive because you don't want to make the same mistake again. You know, but at the same time, you don't want to hold this energy against someone new that might be coming towards you. You understand what I'm saying? So you have abundance. There's abundance that could come your way, but again, you, because this card was in reverse, I feel like you're holding yourself back from that. Okay? And it's okay to be different. It's okay to step into your power. It's okay for people to think you're a little weird. We're all a little weird if we really think about it. You know, everybody should be a little weird. It's great to be weird. I don't want to be like everybody else, because then it's like, well, that's boring. I mean, that's a TV show that only gets watched once. You know what I'm saying? Now, the Eight of Air. How beautiful these cards are. It says, release from denial, seeing things as they are, clarity, okay? So the Eight of Air goes back to the sun, the clarity. You're getting the clarity, the understanding thing, things being in plain sight, things being clear, made clear to you, all right? And right in front of you, if you just open your eyes. It says, with spirit at my side encouraging me, I open my eyes, hello, to see things that are, see things as they really are. See, told you. To be disillusioned is to free myself from illusions that keep me from growth and healing that I deserve. So I bid goodbye to illusions, hello, that have clouded my vision. Honesty gives me strength and courage to face whatever I have to face. Hello. So I was already reading it correctly. Thank you. All right, so let's go back to my crystal deck because I do like to clarify some things. But what this Eight of Air. Let's clarify this Eight of Air. Ooh, two cards jumped out. So we've got the Ten of Pentacles and the World. Hello, the World card. These two cards jumps for Eight of Air. So this could be dealing with your money. And maybe someone took some money from you before. But there's abundance because the Three of Air, the Three of Fire was already talking about abundance. So it's there. And the World card is like, you can have it all if you can just let go and forgive. And see that even in forgiving people, that you know, you are going to get hurt. Bad things happen to good people. I say that all the time. And good things happen to bad people, unfortunately. Okay? But it's just the way the world works, you know? And this is the World card. Cycles. New cycles, okay? And before, you were already in this Nine of Swords energy, and you're coming out of that, you know, feeling like your guard is up. Okay, you can let your guard down a little bit. You know, maybe you need to call somebody. Maybe you need to ask for help. Maybe you need to call to your guides, your spirits, your angels, your fairies, to whoever you pray to. You maybe need to make a call to them and be like, hey, I can't do this alone. I need my higher self. I need my subconscious and my unconscious and my conscious to help me out. Okay, so I'm going to clarify the call card. What is call card here? Okay, so you got the Six of Wands, okay? Courage. Call for courage. Hello. Got the Lion in there. All right? Six of Wands. Six is usually harmony, you know? And asking for harmony. Asking for balance. This is a card where he's trying to balance things, you know? Everything in this is pretty much balanced, you know? And that wand energy could be, again, a fire sign you're dealing with, you know? I feel like with the wand energy, let me just clarify with the book and see what it says. I'm working with some new decks, and this crystal tarot deck is a lot of psychology to it. I like this. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. So let's go to this wand energy and see what it's talking about. So the wand energy and the six, because I always think of six as harmony, you know, and it says the Six of Wands is a card of vindication, acknowledgement, recognition, and pride, bordering on arrogance, okay? So don't be arrogant about things, you know. Be humble. Yeah, humble, the six, humble, yes. Happy, grateful. The champion emerges from the struggle as a hero. He stands on the mountaintop holding a torch of victory in one hand and a crystal ball in the other. The symbol of vision and enlightenment. The triumphant lion beside him is a symbol of strength and power. Okay? So this is coming into your power. This is not being arrogant about it, but it's being happy, being grateful to the universe, being grateful to the world. Okay, that your abundance is here, or your abundance is on its way. Act as it is, and so it shall be, you know, as it is, you know. So I feel like Pisces, you know, a lot of these cards for us Pisces right now, this is a lot of work that's we have to do in the third dimension that we have to actually do in the physical form, okay? There's not a lot of cup energy. Actually, I don't think there was any cups. Okay, there was only 8 of cups. Wish fulfilled, okay? So we've made a wish. Now let's do the work. Come out of your head. Come out of feeling like, you know, you have to have your guard completely up. Okay, but this person has their guard up, but you can still see through to see what's going on. You know, you don't have a wall up, but you have your guard up. There's a difference. You get it? Okay, that just came to me. You have a guard up, but you don't have a wall up. Okay, so guard up, you can still see things clearly because of the sun sign, but you don't have a wall up. Because if you have a wall up, then you haven't forgiven anyone. Okay, and it could be dealing with some paternal relationships with male figures, with boyfriends, cousins, uncles, dads, things like to that nature. Okay, maybe you need to dig deeper into the soul and see why you're still anchoring in and you're stagnant, you're not moving forward, okay? And getting to know people. Get to know them, reciprocate the energy. Make sure when they're asking 10 questions that you're not only asking one, okay? Because a lot of us Pisces and water signs, we are very intuitive, very psychic. So we see things, even we just picture things, we dream things. But sometimes you've got to take things for face value. Okay, take things for face value. Don't put more into it than is really there. You know, the 10 of Pentacles is you have your abundance, you have your power, you have your gifts. And be proud of them, okay? And don't let anyone tell you that you aren't this amazing, beautiful person, because if they don't appreciate you as you are, then they need to kick rocks and they need to go somewhere else. And you need to retreat and be by yourself again and get to know and know. Don't forget who you are, okay? We have forgiveness, but we don't have forgetness, okay? So, again, if this resonates with you, thank you so much. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'm also doing some readings. My readings are pretty detailed. I don't really charge a whole lot because I love doing this. I just love doing it. But I don't do it all the time either. So I'm going to take a couple readings at a time. Most of my clients are male, like I said before. And I can really get even into more depth. But I just don't want to get people's attention span to go like on me, okay? So, but if you want, like, go ahead and reach out to me. If you have questions, I would love to answer them. If you have feedback, I would love to hear it. And thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you again tomorrow. All right. Are you sure you want to stop?